or there. Do you know these words? Have you heard them before? What are these words called? They're so confusing. Have they been the cause of your trouble? These words are called homophones, and today we are going to understand everything about them. Stay tuned with me, Michelle, and we are going to find out about there, and they are. Alright, so as I told you that these words are called homophones. So what are homophones? Homophones are words which have the same pronunciation but different spelling and different meanings. So we pronounce all of these as there, but they all have different spellings, as you can see, and very different meanings. So I'm going to share with you the meanings for all of these words with certain examples. Let's look at the first example on the board. It's over there, or it's over here. Where is the marker? The marker is over here. But if I don't have it in my hands, then the marker is over there. That means it's far away. So there is an opposite of here. Right now the marker is over here. And there is an opposite of here. Where are your books? They are over there, which means they are not near to you. However, if the books are in your hand, they are over here. So this word talks about distance and how far something is from you. But the same word can also express a different meaning. Remember, we are talking about the same word. It has the same spelling and the same pronunciation. So let's find out what does the word there means in the second sentence. There are many countries in Europe. Is it true? Are there many countries in Europe? Yes, there are. So this means that many countries exist in Europe. Here the word there is used to talk about something that exists. For something that exists. So there are many countries in Europe, or there are many children in a family. They all exist in a family, or there are many members in a family. Now let's move to the next word that we have, their. Their house is big. Does it mean the same as there? No, but we pronounce it the same way, but it has a different meaning. Their house is big is talking about something that belongs to someone. So who does this house belong to? Possibly a family, John's family. So John's house is big. Instead of saying John's house is big, you could say their house is big when you're talking about more than one person. If you're talking only about John, you could say his house is big, which is a possessive pronoun. The same way, there is also a possessive pronoun where you're talking about something that belongs to someone. For belonging to someone. Think about the sentence, the children put their books in the bag. So who does the books belong to? The books belong to children. So here we are talking about belongingness. Did you notice something when I said the sentence? The children put their books in the bag. So what are books? This is a noun. The word books is a noun. And how about the word house? This is also a noun. So I'm sure you're smart enough and you must have guessed that the word there, T-H-E-I-R, is always used with a noun. It always comes before a noun. All right, now let's look at the next sentence. I think they are crazy. What does this mean? It just has a completely different spelling, and we also have a strange thing here. I'm sure you know that this is called an apostrophe, and this word is a contraction for they are. So they are is contracted as there, and it is used to talk about a group of people. Here we are talking about of people who we think are crazy. And what about the word crazy? So crazy is an adjective, and you can use this contraction with an adjective very often. Let's look at the next one. They are singing loudly. So as you've seen that this is a contraction for they are, but now we do not have an adjective. Instead, what is singing? Singing is a verb. And not just a verb, it is a progressive verb because the action is going on. An ing shows that the action is continuing. So they are singing loudly. This sentence shows us that we can use this contraction they are either with an adjective or with a progressive verb, that is a verb that is going on. For example, they are playing, they are playing. But remember that you'll pronounce them all the same way. You don't have to worry about the pronunciation. It's all there, there, and there. So let's get a little tricky and find out which of these words fills the correct blank in this sentence. Pause the video, take a minute, and find out the correct answer. All right, I hope you must have found the answers for yourself, but let's check your answers. So this should be they're playing their video games over there. It's all the same, but not really. So do you have the same answers or do you have any different answers? We have the word there, this contraction, because as I shared with you that this contraction is usually used with a verb in the ing form, and their video games because the video games belong to the boys or the girls over there, which means they are not here, and the opposite of here is there, and the group of people playing video games are there, they are not here. Please click on the link in the end of the video and do a test for yourself to find out how much you've learned. Thank you for staying with me. Bye-bye. Hello everyone. Are you capable of wearing several different hats like me? You know what? I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, and I'm also a dancer. But what connection does it have with so many hats? Does it really have a connection? Do you want to find out? Then stay with me in this business English lesson to learn some interesting slang words. My name is Michelle. Stay tuned.
Hi, this is Seema. Welcome back. I'm so glad you could join in today. Well, today I'm going to talk about a very interesting topic about responding to unusual situations. Well, certain responses in English seem to be pretty natural. Like say, for example, if someone says, thank you, you're going to say, you're welcome. Or maybe if someone says, I love you, if you love the person, you're going to say, I love you too. However, there are some not so familiar situations wherein beginners in English and even people who speak English every day are kind of tongue-tied when they have to say something. So today I'm going to talk about a few situations wherein you've got to respond, but you've got to respond appropriately because sometimes you just don't know what to say. You can't just say an oh or a thank you or a welcome. You got to say a little bit more than that. Okay, so what are those situations? We're going to have a look at the situations and look at the appropriate responses.